YouTube, what it do? It's your boy Dez A1. Please say that coming to you from the Big Dub Network, where we strive for the W's and we learn from the L's, baby, 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 and toast to the first round of the NFL draft for 2023 being complete. Yes, I'm coming to you straight after the draft, and my initial wait, I toasted, but I ain't sipped now. My thoughts of the NFL draft. I'm gonna do a broad overall, you know, thoughts of the NFL draft first, and then I'm gonna come back to you because this is a Washington Commanders channel. So I'm gonna come back to you with my thoughts on our first round pick. But overall, the NFL draft is something that has become very suspenseful and something that is unknowing to us normal people out here in the public. Even these professionals in the media can't even start to believe or know what's actually going on behind those closed doors in these football organizations. And that's a beautiful thing. And I think it was a lot of build up and suspense tonight and leading up through this draft process, man. A lot of things happened that no one could have guessed. It was beautiful. First and foremost, as a Washington Commanders fan, I want to talk to the Philadelphia Eagles organization for doing great things. Real, recognized, real over here. Those boys continue to apply pressure. And that's only going to make everybody around them better, or it's going to make everybody around them suffer. So you got to learn fast and catch up. The Eagles ain't slowing down for nobody. Nobody. You got your quarterback in the building for the years to come, and you got your young bloods that are ready to hoop. Hey, Eagles getting Jalen Carter is a beautiful thing. No, he got the off field problems, but from a football standpoint, that boy was probably number one on everybody's sheet. Of course, it was some organizations that was like, we can't deal with it right now. We wish we could, but we can't deal with it right now. But who took a chance? Philly. I respect it. Then they double back at 30 and get a defensive end with speed. Yo, big ups to Philly. I respect it. I respect it. I respect it. Everybody else playing catch up. But look, I see the other organizations in the NFC East anyway, looking closely and trying to keep up as well. Ain't nobody falling back, man. We doing what we trying to do to play catch up and to win. And at the end of the day, that's what everybody's doing. At least that's what it seems like. A lot of suspense going on, man. Titans, Texans double back to get not only the second pick of the draft, but the third pick of the draft. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I can see they've given D'Amico, DeMarco, whatever that man, they giving Ryans the reins to the ship. They giving him the keys. They was like, look, what you want? I want three. Okay, let's make this call, see how we can get it. And they got it. They probably got the guy they really wanted at two, Will Anderson. And they figured out a way to get Will Anderson along with a young quarterback in the building. Beautiful. Beautiful. Some other plays that I really like, man. New England. Trade back and still get that corner that they probably felt we was gonna get a corner anyway. We just didn't think we was gonna get this guy. Beautiful. Beautiful. So a lot of things that happen, that nobody really expected. I think Buffalo jumped over the Cowboys to get the tight end that the Cowboys wanted. And we also saw that with Pittsburgh jumping right in front of the Jets to get the lineman that they thought the um the Jets really wanted. Beautiful. It's mind games are being played with this. It's negotiations. You know, people picking up the phone and calling, being sociable. That's beautiful. They just being sociable. You know, hey, such and such want such and such. So if you want such and such, you got to give us such and such. I will give you such and such. Hang up the phone. Nothing else to be discussed. Let's get it. It's beautiful, man. And the media with these mock drafts, that's why it's so fun. That's why it's only gonna get bigger and better. With these mock drafts, we want what we want as fans, and the media think what these organizations are gonna do from a football standpoint. And at the end of the day, nobody has a fucking clue what's going on, man. Nobody knows what these football organizations are doing behind the closed doors. Nobody knows what these draft boards look like, man, and that's a beautiful thing, man. Beautiful, and that's it's just so suspenseful. It's almost like the NFL. It's almost like the NBA offseason, man, with these trades and star players moving here and moving there. It's almost like that the draft in the NFL, man, it might be the best portion of sports outside of like um, final series, World Series, and the Super Bowl. It tops it tops regular season just play day in and day out, week in and week out play. Um, it's up there with the NBA free agency. You know how that is, and don't let a superstar demand a trade. You know how that can be in the NBA. And but this draft process and this draft season leading up into tonight, it's just a suspenseful. It's so suspenseful. Nobody knows what's going to happen. We're all glued to the television. I'm sitting here watching the TV, and somehow I'm streaming. Well, I'm watching PFF on YouTube as I'm watching on the TV, as I'm watching Louis T. PFF has all the picks before everybody. So I'm watching PFF. It's like soon as the ESPN has the pick is in, PFF is relaying what the pick is, and then I'm going back to Louis T to see his reaction on the pick after I already know the pick. It's beautiful, man. It's beautiful, beautiful, man. And at the end of the day, it's not many picks you could say. I knew that would happen. Good chance that would happen. It's kind of like, eh, it's kind of like once the trades happen, you had a better feeling of what was going to happen before the trade happened, and that's what makes it so crazy. I look for us as Washington. I look for us to trade back. I don't even know if that was possible or how that process goes. We may find out some information um, in the weeks to come, but I look for us to trade back, even at the moment that we were in. I kind of look for us to trade back, but then I was like, Gonzalez is on the board, man. We're gonna take Gonzalez. And then we took Forbes. My initial thoughts were Forbes? The ball hawk? Mr. Pick Six? The guy that seems like he's on everything? The guy that's like, if you throw it over here, you taking a chance? Oh yeah, let me get that. Let me get that. And I want to say this first. For the fans of the Washington Commanders, I understand your thoughts about this pick, but I also feel as if you having some thoughts about this pick because Gonzalez was available to us to pick. I didn't expect that. I didn't expect that. I'm gonna be completely honest. I expected Forbes to be available. I expected Emmanuel Forbes to be there. I didn't expect Gonzalez to be there. So My thoughts when Washington's on the clock, shit, take Forbes and let's go home. So my initial thoughts were, shit, take Gonzalez and let's go home. Give me my ball. I'm going home. I got Gonzalez. I'm going home. Nah, I told you we were going to do something that nobody has mocked. Nobody mocked Forbes to us in the first round. Nobody, not even me. And I know I'm a fairly new channel. Somebody's gonna see this, and when you see this, I'm gonna say something in my other videos that states I mock Forbes to us in almost every second round draft I did. Just sitting on my phone day in, day out, doing mock drafts, I was just mocking Forbes back to back. Okay, unless I went corner in the first round. Sometimes in the mocks, you might get a Witherspoon or a Gonzalez to drop to you. Sometimes I was getting the Paris Johnsons. I was getting those Broderick Jones, them Darnell Wrights first round picks, and the Peter Skoronski sometimes in those first rounds. And then I double back second round. Out every second round, I was drafting Emmanuel Forbes. Every one of them. It was just like I wanted Forbes from the beginning. I didn't know that we would get him in the first. I didn't think we would get him in the first, but I wanted Forbes on our team in our secondary. The man makes plays. The man makes plays. And there was a young man sitting in the green room tonight expected to be picked in the first round. Then Forbes took a play to the house, took a ball to the house on that potential first round quarterback in Will Levis. Took the screen to the house. Go look it up. Forbes did that. The man has an instinct for the ball. He just doesn't want to slap it down. He wants to make plays. He wants to get us the ball back. He don't even want the offense to touch the field. He said, I want these points. I love it. I love the fact that we went and got Forbes. The only question about taking Forbes is it's two. Gonzalez was available. And he's small. He's small, man. He's 166. Ron overlooked that. Front office overlooked that. They said, what do we need in our defense? A defense that's already a good defense. Very good defense. The potential to play great defense. What do we need? We need that defense to get our offense back on the field. We need that defense to generate some points for us. We need that defense to do the extraordinary, make the plays, something we've been lacking in the past. And now we have that ball hawk on the defense that says, if you throw to this side, you're taking a chance that we on this side of the field can take that ball away from you and put our offense back on the field. We just drafted Mr. Pick Six. Do y'all not realize that? As Washington Commanders fans, sit down and think for a second. We have a young man that picks the ball off and takes it the other way. I love it. I love it. Great, great first round of the draft, man. A lot of unexpected things. Wide receivers start going back to back to back to back to back, late 20s. Um, it was just very strategic from some team standpoint. I feel like, you know, Steelers jumping ahead of the Jets was a strategy play. Bills jumping ahead of the Bills, the Bills jumping ahead of the Cowboys, I believe, was a strategy play. We saw strategy, we saw suspense, We saw the unthinkable. You know, I wonder what it would feel like for my team to draft second and third to get a quarterback and a defensive end. You talking about two highly rated players, two players that's been talked about as going as high as they did, and all the reports that came out right before the draft. Texans don't want a quarterback. Now I actually believe that Texans don't want a quarterback. Texans didn't want a quarterback. Texans did feel like, how can we get our guy for the defense and also get a thought out, highly sought out, highly thought of quarterback? This is how we're gonna do it, by trading up from 12 to get 3. It was beautiful, man. From a Washington standpoint, man, I'm extremely happy with our draft pick. Like I said, Forbes to the second round to us at 47. Would have been. I don't even know how I felt if Forbes would have got to us at 47, but he didn't. He got to us at 16. Immediately, our defense is much better. We have a corner that's wanting to take the ball away with 2 hungry defensive ends still on our roster right now, fighting for the bag. One of these guys is going to get the bag, whether it's Chase Young or Montez Sweat. One of them is going to get the bag. I'm almost sure of it. Unless, we have a couple more days of the draft and maybe one of them gets traded. But either way, if one remains, that's a hungry defensive end. And a hungry line creates a secondary that's available to make plays. And what better playmaker in this entire draft here, from a secondary standpoint, what better playmaker could we have left tonight with other than Emmanuel Forbes? It wasn't one. It wasn't one. It wasn't one. I know it's a lot of fans that's going to question, why didn't we get Gonzalez? He was there. He was available. He came to us. He sat right there for us. That wasn't part of the plan, man. That wasn't a part of the plan. Maybe he was right behind Forbes. Maybe the front office and the coaching staff said, look, if Forbes is gone, and possibly if Gonzalez is there, we'll take Gonzalez. But if Forbes is there, we're taking Forbes. Maybe if Darnell Wright is there, we're taking Darnell Wright. Maybe if Broderick Jones is there, we're taking Broderick Jones. Maybe if Paris Johnson is there, we're taking Paris Johnson. Maybe if Peter Skoronski is there, we're taking Peter Skoronski. But if Emmanuel Forbes is there, we are taking Emmanuel Forbes. And what did we do? We took him. And now what he doing? Taking the ball away. Takeaways, man. I was talking to my coworker today. We was talking about the draft. He's a Cowboys fan. I'm a Washington fan. And we can have civilized conversations about football right now before the season starts anyway. And the conversation went, he's like, what do you want, man? I was like, man, I think we'll go defense. I think we'll go offensive lineman. I think we'll go Darnell Wright. That's the name I said. We'll go Darnell Wright. And he was like, okay. What you think they should do? What you want? I said, man, I think we should go cornerback. And I said, I really want this guy named Witherspoon. He's a top corner in the draft, but I highly doubt he'll go to us. And he went at 5. Seattle said, look, we can't pass this up. We got to shore up that secondary. And what better way to shore that up than go and get Witherspoon? I was telling my man, like, look, if Witherspoon there, man, we're going to take Witherspoon. But if not, I want this dude named Forbes. He was like, "Who's Forbes? Why you want Forbes? Forbes get pick sixes." He was like, "What you mean by that, man? He pick off everything. He want the ball back. He ain't out there trying to swat no balls. He ain't out there trying to, just lag behind, get his hand in there. He want the ball back." And I said, "Yo, he kind of like y'all man Diggs. He might take chances that are risky, but he go and get the ball." And he was like, "Damn, I hope y'all don't get him." What we do in a division where Dak Prescott will throw you the rock if you let him. In a division, even though Daniel Jones has improved on his turning the ball over skills, he's improved on it. He's still a quarterback in the NFC East. The NFC East got better tonight, man. The NFC got a lot better tonight across the board. Of course, the Eagles did some big things, but the NFC got a lot better tonight. Everybody improved in a way that they needed to. We wanted to take the ball away. That's what we went and got. I can't be more happy about tonight, man. I'm looking forward to round 2 and 3. It was a long night to me, man. I've been on I've been on this Makers 46 all night, man. Made my famous chicken wings tonight, man. My wife came home and made the cabbages just how I like them. It was a beautiful night, man. And it's only the beginning. This is the beginning. The season, NFL season started tonight. And it started in a big way. Panthers, I believe you got a good one. As a North Carolina resident, Panthers, I believe you got a good one. But my Washington Commanders did exactly what I felt like we wanted, what we needed. Saw a couple clips of the front office and Coach Ron talking about Forbes, man. I'm electrified right now. I'm excited. I'm excited. Forbes is exactly what we need. Shout out to Fred Smoot, man. Fred Smoot said, "Man, we got the guy on the other side this 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 that's gonna be there, that's keeping everything in front of him, that's gonna smack the ball down. We're gonna live to play another down." Smoot said, "You know what we need on the other side? The complete opposite. We need that ball hawk, that one that's gonna take it away. This one that's gonna make you go the other way. That one that said, if you throw it over here, you taking a chance." And what did we do? We went and got him. So I am Dez A1 from the Big Dub Network, man. Like, subscribe, comment, do all those beautiful things. I'm not going to edit this video. I'm throwing it out just like this, man. I'm on that Makers 46, so I hope you understand where I'm coming from. I hope you understand where I'm coming from. And as a fan that's disappointed in this pick, I understand. My initial thoughts, I wasn't even thinking about Forbes when Gonzalez was available at 16. I promise you I wasn't thinking about Forbes. But when they called that name, and I immediately understood the organization had a plan, they had an idea of what they wanted. Gonzalez was not that. Gonzalez was not what they wanted. Gonzalez was not what they felt like we needed. Even if they had a contingency plan, what if he drops to us? That wasn't even in the question. That wasn't even in the question. We stepped up there. We sent the pick in. We took the guy we wanted. I'm happy. One day everybody will be happy because he'll be running back pick sixes before you know it. I have faith. I promise you. He's gonna be that game changer, that difference maker early, early, man. Early. I'm looking forward to this season, man. Like I said, there's A1 from the Big Dub Network, man. And the Big W night goes to Emmanuel Forbes, man. We took a chance on you. You're gonna take a chance on the ball. That's all that matters, man. Catch it and run the other way. The little dub goes to Ron Rivera in the front office. Man. Y'all had a plan, y'all stuck to it. I respect that. Even though, they laid something out that we thought was just so good. We could have went and got the Chase Young of the cornerbacks. The guy that looks the part. They got makes all the perfect moves. They got that hip movement. They got that backward shuffle, like that cornerback shuffle that you put in the instruction video. Now you want to play cornerback, you gotta look like this, and they're gonna show you a video of Gonzalez. You gotta look like this, and then when they hit play on when a play starts, they're gonna tell you you gotta look like this, you gotta do this, you gotta make plays, and you know who that video gonna be of? Emmanuel Forbes. He gonna have on this maroon, this gold. Shout out to the Commanders. First round of the draft is in the books for the 2023 year. Looking forward to everything that happens after this, baby. We got 2 more days of this. I still think we might trade up. Osiris Torrance still right there. Darnell, what's it? No, not Darnell. DeJuan Jones is still there. Michael Myers is still there. Laporta is still there. I'm interested to see what we do at 47, even if we even wait to 47. If we even wait to 47. What if we traded up and took Brian Branch? You talking about a rebuilt secondary in minutes, in days, in hours. Secondary, unmatched. Extend Cam Curl immediately. Secondary, crazy. Kendall Fuller in the slot. Brian Branch anywhere we need him. He going early tomorrow night, but it's okay. It might not be to us, but what if? I like Osiris Torrance now. We get Osiris Torrance. I offer some line questions are gone. So I'll be back tomorrow night with right after the draft type of perspective on everything that happened. But there's A1. Please say the A1. Big Dub Network. We learn from the W's. No. Strive for the W's. Learn from the L's. Till next time.